Hey! I don't know why I did a Mario voice then, but it's been a long day of lockdown and I'm just here doing a YouTube's workshop. So, hi everyone. It's my first Twitch stream. I'm really looking forward to it. What I'm absolutely loving is how amazing this lighting is making my makeup look. Don't turn it off, Brad. So today we're going to learn about YouTube ads, about how YouTube ads can help grow your business. This is a workshop that I do quite a lot, and I've done it at conferences all over the world. But I also do it for businesses, and was meant to be doing it a couple of times this month, but obviously other things got in the way. So why not do it right here for you guys on Twitch so that everyone gets the benefit of it and you can come back and watch it when it's up and uploaded as well. So hi everyone. If you've got any questions or anything, just put them in the chat room. There will be a Q&A at the end. But if you've got any questions as and when we're going through, it's going to be nice and casual. We're going to have a lovely time together. So yeah, just ask them in the chat room and I've got it up on my screen and I'll just answer anything that you want to ask, marketing wise, of course. Right, let's go down to screen share. Is that working? There we go. So my little face is down here in the left hand corner. If my face gets in the way of anything, I'll move myself as and when we go through it, but it should be all right for the moment. So YouTube ads workshop. Now I don't know for anyone that's watching, if you've used YouTube ads before, or perhaps if you're new to them, or you've dipped your toe in the proverbial YouTube ads waters. What we're going to go through today though is just basically like some of my key points for what your YouTube channel should look like, the different types of YouTube ads, how you can use them, costs. Most importantly, cost is incredibly important because we want to know how much it's going to set us back, right? And some really good examples of some of my favorite YouTube ads of all time and why they are particularly good. And in this session, I'm actually going to be giving you my formula, which is a complete secret. Of course, now it's going to be live on Twitch, so it's not going to be a secret at all. But my secret, not so secret, in how to create the best YouTube ad formula and what you should be doing at what second, etc., etc. So let's get started. So, there we go. It's working. Isn't that wonderful? So, for anyone watching, my name is Amy McManus. I am the CEO and founder of AM Marketing. There's only 25% of digital is women at the moment, and even less are owners. So there's not many of me, but we're hoping to push those numbers up in the future. We've won quite a few awards, as you can see. And we were actually placed a couple of years ago into Google's Elevator Scheme, which is the top 30 agencies selected out of 30,000 in the UK, which we're really proud of. And we were actually placed in that list because of our work with YouTube and because of being able to accomplish great things for our clients, even on small budgets. So that's absolutely amazing. It means that whether you are a one-man band, an SME, or global multinational, you can all be using YouTube to help grow your businesses and really put your mark and help find you some clients. These are some of the clients that we have worked with, and some of you may know, our managing director Brad used to run the YouTube advertising accounts for Disney and Marvel, so we know what we're doing. We've worked with some pretty big YouTube ads, some pretty big budgets, but also small ones as well. But the process that I'm going to take you through today, whether you are a small business or a huge business such as Disney or Marvel, the process is kind of the same. We're just talking about different amounts of money. So let's get to it. So today we're going to go through all of these different things. We're going to be talking about what makes a great YouTube ad, what makes a great YouTube channel first. That's the most important thing, because there is no point spending any amount of money on YouTube advertising if you're just going to send people to essentially a channel that looks like crap. So we're going to go through, I've got some examples for you today of some great YouTube channels, why they're great, what they look like, what sort of things they include, and some mediocre channels and some not so great channels and why that is. So the first point of call, making your channel look great so that when people come to it, they've got a first great impression of you and your business and what you do. What are YouTube ads? I'll be going through the different types of YouTube advertising and concentrating on one today. How can I use YouTube ads for my business? We're going to be talking about the different settings for pushing YouTube for your business, the types of people you can attract, and how that can help your business grow and help you with your brand awareness. Costs, as we already said, very, very important. How much money is it going to cost you? Creating a great video, and then I'm going to take you through some examples as well. We have got a Q&A at the end, but as I've said, honestly, just get on the chat room. If you've got any questions at all, I'll be looking at it up. Hey Carl! I'll be looking at it as we go through, and if you've got any questions, just let me know and we'll go through those. And once again, if my face gets in the way, I will move my face out of the way. So, right, first thing, what makes a great channel? Now, what I've done here is I've taken a grab of one of our clients, the Yogscast, and this is actually a grab from a few months ago, so their YouTube channel looks a little bit different now, but all of the key points remain the same. At this point in the workshop, I would normally go out into the audience and I would ask them, why is this channel so good? What makes this channel absolutely incredible? And people would come back with their ideas and we'd have a great discussion, and it would, get about 10 minutes out of the way, but we can't do that today. So I'm just gonna tell you. I'm just gonna tell you why this is a great channel. If your channel doesn't look like this, there is something wrong, and we need to sort this out before you start with YouTube ads. So these are the key points that make this an amazing YouTube channel and why your YouTube channel should look the same. So first of all, starting from the top. So you can see you've got the little green line in the left-hand corner. This is showing that we have an amazing cover art banner. Now, the cover art is important because it, one, uses up a lot of space on your YouTube channel. It gives people the first impression of what your YouTube channel is about and who you're about as a brand. It gives them an idea of whether it's going to be interesting, whether this is going to be a YouTube channel that they actually want to view the content of. And finally, it is the reason you have a banner and why it's so important for a channel is because of personal brand or the branding for your business. Making sure that your banner, no matter whether someone is looking at your Facebook page or they're looking at your Instagram or they're looking at your YouTube or they're looking at your website, your banner and your branding is the same throughout. This is all about continuity. It's all about showing the person looking at these different platforms that yes, I am here, this is who I am, you can recognise me. No matter what platform you go onto, this is who I am, you can recognise this branding, you can recognise these colours, you can recognise this font. And see that you're in the right place. So having a banner, having cover art is the first thing that is really, really important. If you haven't got YouTube cover art, you need it now, and it needs to be matching all of your other channels. And your website as well. So in the top right hand corner, we've got a lovely green box, and that is showing our social channels. So with your social channels, I see so many YouTube channels that do not link them to their social channels, and I don't know why. It's so important. If someone comes on your YouTube and they like what they see, they're instantly going to want to go onto one of your other platforms. They're going to want to see your Facebook page or your Instagram page. So link up your YouTube channel to your social channels, and this will appear in the top right hand corner and it's just at the bottom of your cover art. Just a little tip with the social channels as well. When you're inputting them, you have to put HTTPS. If you don't put that and you just put HTTP in the URL when you're linking them, it won't appear in colour. It will only appear in grey. Something that I found out yesterday when people were asking me, and all their social channels were just looking grey and manky. So yes, you must remember to put the full URL when you're linking up your social channels. Then we come down to our logo. Again, I see so many channels that don't have a logo, don't have a profile picture uploaded. Not having a profile picture uploaded is just insanity. Why would you do it? The profile picture, again, needs to match your social channels. It needs to match your website. It needs to be obvious that the person, either they're a fan or they're not a fan, or they're a new client, old client, that they need to be aware that that is who you are and they have come to the right place, and your content and your branding is uniform throughout, no matter what platform they are on. Then on the right hand side, we're coming down to other channels. You can call this what you want. You can say our partners. You can say people we've worked with. You can say our clients. On the AM marketing channel, I believe at the moment we say our clients. So we link to other YouTube channels of our clients that we want to promote, that we want to show that we're working with. You could perhaps say partners if you're working with people, suppliers, if you have YouTube channels of suppliers that you want to support. But you should be linking your channel to others that are within your collaboration network. Just to, it helps your SEO to a certain extent, but also acts as a little bit of support for those channels, gives them a backlink, which perhaps they're going to give to you in return. If you want or believe that your channel should be linked to someone else's, ask them to do the same and ask them to link their channel to yours as a show of support for SEO and for that backlink. But it's really good to have that element there showing all the other channels that you're interested in. Now we come down to playlists. Now, playlists, imagine you have your YouTube channel, and again, I see this all the time. A client comes in, they have their YouTube channel, it's full of content, and the content is it might be just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos, not organised in any shape or form. And this is why we have playlists. So here you can see the Yogscast have got different playlists. I believe they got one for different sections. One may be live streaming, one may be Twitch, one may be certain games such as playing Minecraft or playing Fortnite, or all the different. So that if, say you have, in this case for the Yogscast, as they are online gamers, you've got someone that's interested in Fortnite, they can go straight to the Fortnite playlist. You've got someone that's interested in Minecraft, they can go straight to the Minecraft playlist. If you were a business and say, I don't know, you were a spa with a YouTube channel, you want someone that's interested in manicures to be able to see all of your manicures. Someone that's interested in waxing to see all of your waxing. Not that you would put waxing online. That might be a little bit of a different channel going off there. But you see what I mean. It's got to be a theme. Hey Lloyd, YouTube ads. It's got to be a theme. So that's why we have playlists. So that when someone is visiting your channel for the first time, or even the 10th time, 100th time, that they're able to see the content that they enjoy and they're able to find it quickly. So create playlists. Very, very important. Also, we have here, as you can see, every single video on there has what we call a thumbnail. This is where a certain piece of artwork has been created and placed as the main picture, I suppose, the main image of when you see that video. What you don't want to be doing is what I see so many people doing is you get a video and you just select a screen grab, a random screen grab of that video, and then that's what you have as your thumbnail. Your thumbnail is, again, like your banner is, it's the first impression of whether someone is going to be interested in that content. And actually, Lloyd's listening, Knowlton actually have great thumbnails. AM Marketing also have great thumbnails, just to let you know, but Knowlton have great thumbnails as well. They are clear and concise. They give an image of what the video is about. They have a title, very, very important, and it gives that viewer an insight into that video and whether they're going to be interested in it. Just having a screen grab of the video of a random point in that video, that's not going to do it. It's not exciting. It's not branded. It doesn't show. It's not very professional. Doesn't show that you're a professional channel. With regard to making your thumbnails, you can use Canva. Canva even have a set standard size already for YouTube thumbnails. As soon as you go onto Canva, it's absolutely great. You don't need to be using Adobe or anything expensive. You don't need to be paying to do it. Honestly, just go onto Canva and you can make a YouTube thumbnail, no problem. The great thing about thumbnails as well is that they can be uploaded post after you've already uploaded the video. So any video that you currently have in your YouTube channel that doesn't have a thumbnail, you can make one and upload it and have it showing already. So these are all reasons why this lovely channel is a great YouTube channel, and that's exactly what your YouTube channel should be looking like as well. There is nothing in this channel that isn't something that you can't do yourself. Every single element is free and is all just about taking the time to actually do it. One thing you can't see at the moment, which does happen on this channel but doesn't happen in this screen grab, is a featured video, which again is very important. It's basically when someone comes onto your channel, a featured video is a video that starts playing automatically. So rather than just having lists and lists of videos, it being quite confusing, you'll come onto the person's channel, it will have a featured video, and that video will start playing as soon as the person's there. So straight away, bang, introduced to some content. The great thing about YouTube and what you can do is you can set it so that if someone has already come to your channel before, you can set your featured video as honestly just content they have not seen before. So for someone that is already a customer and is coming over for new content, you can have the featured video that will automatically play for them will be a piece of content that is the newest. Whereas you can also set it so that if someone is new to your channel and they've never seen your channel before, that they have it as an introduction. So that'll be your main introduction video. It's for someone new, but someone that's already seen it, they don't want to see your introduction video all the time. You can show them new content. It's great that you can set those two options up. Again, completely free, something that you can do today, no problem at all. So that is a great channel. Now let's have a look at a bit of a pants channel. All right, John Spree, thank you for joining me for this YouTube workshop. All right, this is an old client of mine. I used to work for this company. They used to make a lot of videos about this weight loss product, and unfortunately they fall into a lot of the traps that I've just said for the previous video. Again, if we were doing this in a presentation format and I was on stage, I would test everyone on what we've just learned. I would go into the oh, Stephanie, that's true, join button. Oh yeah, the join button. So if you are, this is what you need to set up as well. You need to set the subscription button and the join button as well. So if you don't have those buttons set up, really, really important for your YouTube channel. You've got the subscription. Some have got join, some have got visit the merch center, so you can go buy merch. It's different for each individual one, the same way the way that Facebook has different ones for if you want to get them to visit your website or you want to get them to call you, so you say call now, visit website, you can set up different buttons there for what you want them to do. Yeah, it can be a link to your website, it can be a link to merch, it can be whatever is the most important thing to do for you, for your conversions and what, yeah, exactly. Right. So now we've got a bit of a pants channel. Let's go back to this one. So one of the, no problem, Stephanie. So one of the biggest issues we have here is that there is no banner whatsoever. So even if I knew this company, I knew its branding, I would not know that I was on their channel. Perhaps I'd have to read. People don't like to read. People are lazy. People want to be shown. They want to say, are those the colours that I know? Yes, they are. I'm in the right place. So we haven't got a banner set up here. So straight away, we're losing a great opportunity to show them our branding, show us what we do, show the customer what they do, and also a huge space which could be colourful and could be bright and inviting and keep that person on your channel. There is a profile picture, but it is clearly not made for YouTube. You've got the writing stretching out to the outsides. It hasn't been made with YouTube in mind, with the circle in mind. We've got no playlists, no call to action button. There's no social channels connected to it whatsoever. We haven't got any featured video. There's no connected channels on the right hand side, it's a bit of a mess. And actually, if you go on to this channel, I don't know if it exists anymore, there are quite a few videos. There's hundreds of videos and none of them are put into playlists, so it is a bit of a mess. And this is a sort of channel that even if the person wants the content and wants to see what's going on, it's really hard. You're making it difficult for the customer to watch these videos. You're making the experience difficult. It's not UX at all, not great user experience. And also we've got no thumbnails at all. And we've got random videos that are all very different, been shot in different ways with no thumbnails whatsoever. Because that's a good thing about thumbnails as well. Because it doesn't matter if you're shooting on a phone or shooting on a camera. If your thumbnails all match, the content inside can be a little bit different without that being obvious from the outside. Okay, there we go. So we've got all those videos there. It's just a massive mess of videos. And I think it's where you can see that they've all been uploaded on the same day, which is a bit of an issue. One of the biggest things about YouTube, and one of the greatest ways of sort of working with our algorithm, is to be consistent. So it doesn't matter if you're uploading once a month. That's fine. Just make sure that it is once a month, and it is once every 4 weeks or once every 3 weeks, however long you're going to do it. Don't do what a lot of people do and go along having nothing and then suddenly upload 10 videos in one day. That is not good YouTube practice. That's not their bag, and that's not going to get you the best amount of engagement and clout. So always best, if you've got videos, to stagger them out and be consistent, whether it's one a week, one every 2 weeks, one a month, whatever you set yourself, whatever goal you set yourself, make sure you stick to it and be realistic. If you think you can't do one a week, that's fine, but pick a realistic time and stick to that. And here's our final one. I don't know how they've got that many subscribers. 1,700 subscribers, and this is the channel. So if your channel looks like this and you've got honestly nothing, absolutely nothing, you've got no content, no thumbnails, no playlists, no featured video, no call to action, no banner, no profile, nothing, just don't spend any money on YouTube ads at all, because it is just money down the drain. If you came to me and your YouTube channel looked like this, I would not take your money. I would give you all the information I'm giving you guys now, and then I would say come back when it looks hot, and then we will do some YouTube ads. So now you know how to make an amazing YouTube channel and what to make it look like. If you're going to do some design work, just use Canva. Canva is the nuts. So why do we use YouTube? And some people say to me, oh, I want to upload on Vimeo. Vimeo's better quality or whatever. Or I want to upload here, or why can't we use it on Facebook? YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world. So behind Google, of course. And it has 1.9, I think it's now 2 billion users. Now, to give you some context, 2 billion users, you know, you just think, oh, 2 billion, that's a number. 2 billion is a third of all the people online. So people that say to me, oh, my clients won't be on YouTube, my potential customers won't be on YouTube, they're on YouTube. A third of the people online use YouTube. So it's just a case of finding them. People go onto YouTube not to just watch videos, they go onto YouTube to find questions to their answers to their questions. They go on YouTube to solve their problems. They go on YouTube to solve issues that they have, that they want to try and find answers to. And if you can be there with your content, providing those answers, providing that information, solving those problems, honestly, you're going to have a YouTube channel that is engaged and really works for your clients and for people that potentially want to use and see your content. On mobile, I mean, this is going to go up after this month without a doubt, but on mobile, the viewing sessions last over 40 minutes on average. Absolutely crazy stat. I couldn't believe that stat when I first heard it. For 40 minutes at a time, that's absolutely insane, and I think that's bigger than any other platform available online, particularly for YouTube. John Spree. So when we create video content, should we use YouTube as a central point, then share from across the platform? Yeah, exactly. So I would say that YouTube is, it's like a jealous best friend. YouTube doesn't like you to be friends with anyone else. YouTube likes to have first dibs on everything. So what we would always suggest to people is, if you have got video content, particularly if it's long form video content, upload it to YouTube first. Let YouTube have exclusivity for a couple of days, and then if you're going to upload it natively to Facebook or other platforms, do that a couple of days afterwards. That will also give you time for YouTube to be able to populate create a decent SRT file for you that doesn't require as much editing. But yeah, let YouTube have it first and then share it. Let's be honest, guys, Google run the world. Google own YouTube. Like, Google want exclusivity of that content, and they want to know that that video is on YouTube first. They know if that video has been on YouTube first. So yeah, have it on YouTube, then share it out, but also you let YouTube have it first. If you're going to upload it natively, do it to YouTube first and then the other platforms. So again, another reason why we should be using it, a mobile viewing session lasts over 40 minutes. Absolutely insane. And 72% of customers would rather learn about a product by service or service by way of video, which is kind of ironic, really, as we are as I'm doing this presentation and you have to read it off a screen. But this isn't just about there we go. This isn't just about customers wanting to learn by video. This is about the fact that people are genuinely quite lazy. Sorry to tarnish everyone with a whole brush, but people don't really want to be reading pages and pages of blogs. They don't want to be on your website desperately trying to find out what you do. Everyone's busy. Everyone wants to save time. Everyone is in a position where they're laying on their bed at night and they're just watching video content, which you can do, right? You can just watch a video in bed without any effort. Whereas if you have to read, if you have to scroll through pages of blogs, you're not going to do that. Therefore, it's better to promote yourself, your product and your service by video to your customers. And this is even more so why viewers retain 95% of a message when they watch it in a video compared to 10% when reading it in a text. That is absolutely massive. I've done a few tests in universities with students on doing marketing degrees and marketing research degrees. And I did some tests with them whereby I presented them with information regarding marketing, sales, and a few offers that were on in certain stores. So it could be things were half price, buy 3 for 2, etc, etc. I gave them all of this text and they had to read it in 30 seconds to see whether they retained any of the information, if they remembered any of the offers, which I think they remembered 1 out of the 10 offers that were present by reading this text in that 30 seconds. I presented them the same text in video format in a 30-second video, and they remembered 6 or 7 out of the 10 offers that were presented, which just shows you exactly how the brain absorbs information, how much easier it absorbs that information watching it in video rather than in text. So let's get on to it. So we get lower marketing costs with YouTube as well. Again, that's why we should be using YouTube. YouTube is probably one of the most cost-effective forms of digital advertising you can do at the moment. And when I go through the costs, you'll see why. But yeah, YouTube advertising is, especially compared to Google ads, PPC, display advertising, YouTube is the cheapest by far for what you get. So there are 2 types of main YouTube ads. We're talking about the ads now. 2 types of YouTube ads. So we have in-stream here, as we're showing on our lovely monkey. So this is when you're watching a video and you're having a lovely time and you go onto a new video and an ad plays before the video that you want to watch. Obviously, it is incredibly not annoying at all, very informative. You're very glad you've got that relevant ad being presented to you before your content. So yeah, that's in-stream advertising, or true view advertising as we call it. And then there's another form we have in display as well. These are the main 2 forms of YouTube advertising. In terms of in-stream, the ones that you see before a video, there's two different types. We've got skippable and we've got non-skippable. Skippable, or as we call in-stream true view, are the best form of YouTube advertising in my personal opinion, and they're the ones that we're going to be talking about more today. You can skip them after 5 seconds and they work on a PPV and a PPC basis. PPV being pay-per-view, i.e. you pay when someone views a certain amount of that video, and PPC, so they can click in the top right hand corner and click a link to your website in which you would pay for the click. So you're only actually paying when someone actually engages with your content. That's the best way to describe it, and why YouTube is so effective, because you're not paying to just blanket market to every man and his dog. You're paying when people are actually engaged. Non-skippable, which I hate non-skippable advertising. I'm sure you guys feel the same. They're around about 20 seconds long. They can't be skipped. And the minimum investment is 10 grand, which is quite insane. But that's why you generally only see the big brands doing non-skippable advertising. I personally don't like non-skippable advertising. I don't see how effective it is. It tends to work on a CPM, whereby you're paying for how many people view the ad, regardless of whether they've engaged with it or not, because let's be honest, they're forced to watch it. I don't like them because they're invasive, they're intrusive, and you get to a stage where you actually start to dislike the brand purely because you have to watch their ad over and over and over again. One that I really don't like, that targeted me for a long time, was Clear Blue with their non-skippable advertising, because I obviously must want a baby. So every time I was on YouTube, which was about 10-20 times a day, I got Clear Blue advertising telling me that I should have a baby. But there we go. So there's non-skippable and skippable advertising. We're going to talk about skippable. So my face is in the way. Let me move my face. Here we go. So in-stream true view, or we call them skippables, they can be skipped after 5 seconds. There is no minimum ad spend. This is amazing. There's no minimum ad spend whatsoever. And you can set impression caps. Impression caps are basically limits on how many times someone can view your content. They're incredibly important because of the Clear Blue story I was just telling you. It means that if someone has viewed your content or viewed your video a certain amount of times and hasn't engaged, hasn't clicked, has always skipped at 5 seconds, you can say, you know what, this person obviously isn't interested. We're going to take this money and we're going to use that money to invest it in targeting someone else. Clear Blue, impression caps, set them up, okay? Very important, Amy says. You can do very, very specific targeting, and on YouTube we target based on age, you can target based on gender, you can target based on location, you can to a certain point target based on level of affluence, so how wealthy you think someone is. You can target them based on whether they have children, whether they, what videos they have watched, what videos they have enjoyed, and you target based on affinity audiences. So a great audience example is green living enthusiasts. That is a affinity audience on YouTube. By green living enthusiast, I mean if I was selling hi Alan, thanks Alan. If I was selling, I don't know, vegan skincare or eco cleaning products, I would target green living enthusiasts, because they are the sort of people that are perhaps vegan, are interested in the environment, are interested in being ecological and recycling. They're the sort of people that are really going to enjoy that type of product and likely to be the clients. So we really like affinity audiences to be able to set groups of people that are likely to be your next customers. What's my favourite colour? Green, obviously. What a silly question. Now, the best thing about TrueView skippables is that you only pay after 30 seconds. I cannot tell you how brilliant this is. You only pay after 30 seconds. The reason this is so brilliant is because when you think about the other platforms and other social platforms, some of which I'm going to go through, most of them have a minimum count for advertising of around about 3 seconds. Some are 1 second, but with YouTube it's still 30 seconds. So you pay for the length of video or whichever comes first. 30 seconds is a long time, guys. You think of sitting there 30 seconds watching someone's content. You are taking in everything. You are taking in what they do. You're taking in their brand information. You're taking in their logo. You're taking in their name. Like, you've got it there. So if that person skips before 30 seconds, you don't pay. And even if the person watches more than 30 seconds, at which point, you know, they're pretty much invested in your brand and invested in that video, it's only going to cost you 5 pence to 8 pence. And that's for a targeted view. That's not for every man and his dog. That's for a targeted view. So you could be targeting your customer and they're watching 30 seconds of your content, getting engaged, and you pay 5p for it. It's absolutely amazing. Hi, Brad.
Hello.
What you after?
Just checking things are going well.
I know, it's going very well. It's going very well.
Hello. I live here.
This is mine. Get out. Right, so there are the costs. Oh, I need to come back in here. There we go. So here we go. Let's compare the different platforms. So some of you may already be doing ads on Instagram or LinkedIn or Twitter or Facebook. Just look at these comparisons in terms of the view count time and the max video time you can upload. So YouTube is obviously great for long form content, but when we're talking about ads, we're looking at around about the 35-second mark. I'll tell you why in a minute. And in terms of the active users, not users, active users, you can see the numbers for yourself. But just look at the view count time. So when I say view count time, I mean the time in which a platform will charge for an ad. So if you want to put a video ad on Instagram, it is going to count a view as 3 seconds. Do you think that if you've watched something for 3 seconds, you have taken any of that information in? Do you think that when you are on LinkedIn, 1 second, and I tell you something about LinkedIn as well, it doesn't just count it as 1 second, it's 1 second and 50% of the video. So if you're scrolling on your phone and you only see 50% of the video for 1 second, LinkedIn counts that as a view and it's going to charge you. Oh God, sorry, that was my cat. My cat's just like taking my...
What's he doing? Come in.
He's there. He can come here.
Come in. You're going to go on, say hello properly.
Say hello properly. Hey everyone, this is Dastan. You can sit here, okay? Be good. So, YouTube 30 seconds. This is clearly the best form in terms of video content, in terms of actually actually getting views for your money. So Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. LinkedIn, video view. Man, 1 second, that is insane. No one is going to take in any information after seeing your view for 1 second. And you could literally just scroll. That's 1 second and you've paid for someone to view your content. They might not even know who you are. Again, why you should be investing in YouTube ads. 30 seconds! It's insane. Right, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, so when I ignore YouTube ads and Insta skip every advert out of principle, those people aren't paying up. Exactly. They're not paying up. They might be on Insta because it's only 3 seconds. So there you go. So if you start watching, you know, they start paying. There you go. But that means that you're technically interested. So they're going to start targeting you more because you've watched 30 seconds of their content. The great thing about YouTube ads is as well, when you're looking in all of your stats, you can see people that have skipped at 5 seconds. You can see you can separate groups of people that have skipped. You can separate groups of people that have watched 10 seconds, whether they've watched 25 seconds, whether they watched 30 seconds. So you can get an idea in your mind for your advertising at which point they've skipped, therefore how interested they are in your content. So that gives you an idea of whether it's worth targeting them again. So every single day we're making optimizations, looking at the stats to see whether who's interested, which groups are responding really well, and making optimizations to take that budget and reform it and target it towards the people that are responding well. Again, why we do a lot of A, B, C, D testing with different types of video content and different groups. So here is my secret formula for the perfect YouTube ad. Okay, it's obviously not secret, it's now live on Twitch, but this is my perfect formula. Now, this is sneaky. This is how we get free views for people. Tell me if my mic's too loud. It's going up really, really high, and I don't know if it's too loud. And let me move it away a bit. It's a very good mic, and I have a booming voice. So, in the first 5 seconds, the audio is good. Thank you, Ninja. So, for the first 5 seconds, this is the most important time. You know you've got everyone for 5 seconds. That's a given. They can't skip until 5 seconds. Even if they're watching an amazing cat video and they're like, God, I want this to go, they've still got you for 5 seconds. So, this is where we have the logo, the website, and maybe what you do. We don't want to make it too crazy. We don't want to put too much information in there. We don't want to overwhelm people. But you know, in this 5 seconds, at least if you can get something in there, even if it is subconsciously, to get that person thinking about you, even if it's in the back of their minds. First 5 seconds, logo, website, what you do. You might even just have time to do the logo and the website, but that's what you're going to do in the first 5 seconds. They've either skipped or they haven't. If they've skipped, that's good. That's good news. That means for your marketers and for your stats, and when you're looking at your data, you straight away pick that person in the skip group. If they do it 3 more times, you think, right, they're not interested. Great. Thank you for identifying yourself as someone who is not interested. It's great for your data. Great for moving forward in your optimizations. Don't worry about them. But you've got another group of people that are still there. They're still interested. They're involved. They're thinking, I want to see this content. Great, we're going to show them some content. So from 5 to 28 seconds, we're going to be placing all of your content in that. And we don't want to make it, again, don't want to bombard them with information. Just want to give them a nice bit of information about your brand, what you do, your product, what you're trying to push within this ad. Ads that work really well, they show a brand's unique selling points, why they should come to you. They're not too quick, they're informative, but they don't have loads of information. They don't have a crazy script. Generally, the scripts will repeat certain words over and over again, so that it really gets it into the client's brain, into the watcher's brain, what they're trying to achieve. The best ads are funny and they're different, and also the best ads as well talk directly to the user. Alan Shearer is awesome. Alan Shearer is a Leo. Awesome. Alan Shearer is awesome, yes. Liz, stop it. I know that's you, Liz. But the best ads talk directly to the user. So I'm going to show you an example later on about one of my favourite ads. So imagine if you're making your YouTube ad and you're talking directly to the person. Most of us have had to do Zoom, Skype, Google Hangouts in the last couple of weeks while we've all been on lockdown. It's so much better when you're talking direct to a person, as though you're selling to them directly, as though you're having a one-to-one meeting. It's so much more personal. And if you can do a YouTube video like that, they work really, really well. We found in various testing. So what are you going to do at 28 seconds? At 28 seconds, you are going to pretend that the video is over. At this point, you're just going to show your logo or your website or a still image, or make the watcher believe that your video is over, that your ad is over. Why do we do this? Okay, we do this because we know that if the person skips before 30 seconds, you don't pay. So with this fantastic video ad format that I have created, you have it 28 seconds of content potentially that person has watched. They know about your company, they know what you're doing, they know what you're promoting, what you're selling, they know your brand colours, they know your name. 28 seconds. They skip at 29 seconds and you don't pay. So 28 seconds of content, someone has watched and you haven't paid for it. This is absolutely amazing, and why I love YouTube ads. So with a lot of our clients, we've got to a situation where perhaps the client has paid for 10,000 views and we have managed to get another 10,000 views using this format for completely free that they haven't paid for. It has been more. We've got to stage where we've got like over double the amount of views for free using this format for YouTube ads. The reason we make it 32 seconds long, a lot of people ask why not just make it less than 30 seconds. It's because YouTube will charge you for the length of the video or 30 seconds, whichever comes first. So if you try and make an ad that's 20 seconds long, YouTube will charge you at 20 seconds. That's why we make it 32 seconds long and make the person believe that at 28 seconds it is finished. So there you go. That is the perfect YouTube ad format that has worked so well for us. So I'm going to show you an amazing example now, guys. This is one of my favourite YouTube ads of all time. I absolutely love this. Oh, what software would you recommend to create these ads? It completely depends, John. It depends on you, depends on the brand. If you've got quite a colloquial brand that is quite one-to-one and is quite human in its nature, you can be perhaps a little bit more informal with it. I always recommend having a decent camera, although to be honest, like the latest Android and iPhone devices are quite fantastic and make beautiful videos with that if you don't have the kit. There are also some amazing apps if you don't have Adobe Suite. So some videos I actually can make on iMovie on my iPhone, or Splice is another amazing app that I use for quick video editing on the go. But if you're working with a really professional company, or it's quite a large global organization, obviously you want to be a bit more professional. You want to be using a digital SLR camera and editing with Adobe Suite software. Sometimes you can use iMovie if you're not having to do anything too fancy animation wise, and also there are some other apps out there, and other it's personal preference really. Those are sort of the main ones that I would suggest for making YouTube ads. But yeah, give me all of my social handles are at the bottom there, so just give me a tweet or a message, and depending on the client we can advise on what would be the best way forward. So this is Ship My Pants, okay? Ship My Pants. It's an ad by Kmart. It's my favourite YouTube ad of all time. It's actually quite a few years old. I think it's about 5 years old now, but I keep on using it as it's my favourite. It went viral within being days of being uploaded. 15 million views in 8 days, and it created a 300% increase in monthly sales. The reason this ad was so brilliant is because they placed the same ad on the Super Bowl, and you know how much the Super Bowl ads cost. They cost millions and millions of dollars, but the ad on YouTube not only cost Kmart less, but it actually resulted in a better uptake in terms of their sales, social impressions, and the amount of engagement they got. And it's not groundbreaking. It's nothing special. They're not offering something that's amazing that everyone should talk about. They're just talking about if it's not in store, they'll ship it to the store for free. This is something that almost every store does. It's not groundbreaking by any sense, but this video made it sound like it was the best thing since sliced bread, and the video is incredible. So here it is for your viewing pleasure.
Ship my pants? Right here? Ship my pants, you're kidding.
You can ship your pants right here.
You hear that? I can ship my pants for free.
Wow, I just may ship my pants.
Yeah, ship your pants. Billy, you can ship your pants too.
I can't wait to ship my pants, Dad.
I just shipped my pants, and it's very convenient.
Very convenient.
I just shipped my drawers.
I just shipped my nightie.
I just shipped my bed.
If you can't find what you're looking for in store, we'll find it at Kmart.com right now and ship it to you for free.
I absolutely love that ad. It's hilarious. It's obviously a little bit funny. It is just a very simple play on words, but honestly, sometimes the most simplest of ideas produce the best results. And that one creating just 300% uptake in sales, 160 million social impressions, which obviously now has gone through the roof and is even more so than that. The reason it works so well as well is exactly 30 seconds long. I believe it's just over 30 seconds long, and you can see for the last 3 seconds it's just the family hugging, and it's showing you that the ad is over. So they would have got a huge number of free views just by people skipping when they thought that the whole of the funny section was over. This one here is again another great ad that I love. It's 31 seconds long. It's by Superdrug, and it's what I was talking about how its ads work really well if you're talking to the person as though you're having a one-to-one conversation. Again, quite old, but I love this ad. It's one of the great examples of YouTube advertising, how it can work well.
Right now at Superdrug, there's better than half-price Nivea and Soleil Sun Care. That's it. You can watch a Dancing Cats video now. Go on, I told you about the great offers on sun cream at Superdrug, so you can press skip. Skip off, or whatever it's called. Oh, no, wait, there's also great prices on the Beat Wax range. Brilliant. Right, you definitely can skip off now. What are you waiting for? What, another offer? OK, let's see, there's 3 for 2 cosmetics, and there's Rimmel Sun Shimmer for $2.99. Look, if you want any more, you've got to go to superdrug.com. Enjoy your Dancing Cats video.
Love that video so much. So again, you can see right at the end of that video, everyone's just stood there posing for the last few seconds. She's talking to you as though she's a friend and you're having a conversation over a table or over a drink. She's and actually telling the person not to skip, saying, oh, you can skip now. Oh, you need another offer and another offer, another offer. So they give you the offer, then encourage you to skip. And when we've done testing before, and psychology testing, both in my own agency and also in other agencies as well, if you tell the user not to skip, or even if you say, oh, you can skip now, sort of a reverse psychology, it actually encourages the person not to skip. And they are less likely to skip because you have highlighted the fact that it is a possibility. In one video that we did for a client where we said, please don't press the skip button, we recorded 30% less skips in that video than in the video where the skip button wasn't mentioned at all. So that's another thing to take into account when you're talking about your and you're making your YouTube ads. So again with this one, ending like this for the last couple of seconds, encouraging the person to skip before this 30-second point, but getting quite a few offers in there, and just a nice, fun, happy video that is quite enjoyable to watch as though the person is talking to you personally. So, here's our YouTube channel. In case you wanted to look and subscribe, we actually will upload all of the videos and all the training that we do during isolation on Twitch and everything afterwards. We'll upload them to our YouTube channel so that you can watch them again if you want to come back and watch them, or you miss the live sessions. We have quite a few videos on here and examples of thumbnails, and there's also loads of other marketing videos on here that cover lots of different subjects. If there is a subject that you want to know about, just let us know. Either tweet us or send us a message on or an email, or carrier pigeon, however you want to do it, and we will make a video about that content. We are here at home, everyone is isolated, but it's a great time to learn. So whatever you want to learn, that is what we will do for you guys. You just let us know and we will make that content for you. So I know you guys have sort of been asking questions through the thing, but if you have any more questions, please let me know. I'll sit here for 2 minutes. No, I won't. You're welcome, John. It was absolute pleasure to talk to you today, guys. I hope that has given you a really good insight into YouTube ads, the possibility of YouTube ads, how much they cost and how you can use them for your business. If you have any questions at all, like I said, please just let me move my face out of the way. My face is in the way again. I'll move myself up here.
Big camera.
If you need to, what?
Big camera.
Oh, I'll go onto the big camera. Sorry, Brad's teaching me how to use Twitch at the moment.
This is OBS.
Or OBS. Here is a treat. Here is the whole...
This is the team.
No, it's not. Nick's not here.
I mean, you know, the current in-house team.
The current in-house team is here. Nick's not here. We miss Nick. I miss Nick. Here, this is Dastan.
He's got to go back to work now.
He's got to go back to work now. But there you go. But if you have any more questions, guys, just contact me. I personally look at all of the messages on social. So if you contacted us through any of our social channels, you'll be talking to me directly. And if you have any more questions about anything else, or you want information on any other form of marketing, Google Ads, display, web, just let me know and we'll put that down as the next video. So there you go. Ruffle Puffer, I'm here. You missed it, Ruffle Puffer. You missed it. It's okay. It's going to be uploaded and it'll be on our YouTube channel later. So, Brad, how do I stop? Stop streaming. Bye, guys. See you later. Stay safe.